Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Under Hood Show, presented by Mel Hamlin Ford. Nick,
Good morning.
running on about a couple hours of sleep,
Pretty much.
pretty much.
Pretty much.
But we got the energy juice ready to go. Okay,
And the iced coffee.
and iced coffee. So, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hey, this is the Under Hood Show, but I hate to tell you, we're going to talk a lot about Salt City Racing. So, if you're wanting to join us up here, whatever, chat lines up. Phone numbers up. You want to call in and talk about last night at Salt City Racing at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Had a great time. Or if you do have something ailing in your car that we can try to help you figure out and fix, something you don't understand or need some questions about your car, that's what this show all started about. But 316-462-3673, that's the number to the front desk. Tell the girls you want to get patched in the podcast, and we'll get you going. And guess what? We got us a caller.
We already have a caller.
So before we can even get everything on, we got to go to the phones. So let's get John on the phone here. And let's see what's on John's mind and what's happening with John. So we'll get John here and see what's happening. Then we'll finish out how to get our intro going, Nick.
Yeah.
But I want to talk a lot about Salt City. Last night I had a great time. It's at the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Night 1, night 2 coming up, and all the exciting stuff coming. So here comes. Morning, John.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, living the dream. Got some truck issues going on here.
Well, flip it on me, buddy. How can we help you?
96, 1500. I've got an air condition problem and I want to pick your brain on it. I cannot get the direction to go from feet to defrost to vents, face vents. And I kind of want to get an idea where I could possibly start.
Okay, so where's the air blowing that you can't control? Where's it going?
Right now, it's blowing on the person. It's blowing on the face.
On your face.
If I move to foot or defrost or anything else, nothing happens. It just stays on face.
Okay, the fans.
So
you can control the fan speed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I can control temp, recirculation, and air condition, of course, on or off. So I don't know if if that would possibly be an electrical, or if I got to take the dash out, and it's that little.
Sounds like the mode control actuator.
Yeah. So basically, John, what you have years ago, we had these cables that you'd slide on the dash and move doors to get the air to blow to different places. Now we have, like Nick said, we have little actuators or little motors, little electric motors in there that move the doors. Yep. And in the 96, I think there's 3 of them in that truck, if I remember correctly, 100%. I'd have to look it up from that part too. But one of those. Or 2 of them could be not working when you go to command it. Now, it still could be the command on the dash. The actual control head is not sending the signal to that electric control motor to move that motor. But I will bet that 1 or 2 of those electric control motors are bad. That's usually what we see, is that little motor gives up or whatever inside there. Very rarely do we see the control head causing a problem, but it still could be the control head. But one of those, it could be lucky that it's just one of those actual motors that's moving. Or it just happens to be that one that's controlling it out the vent is stuck in that position and it won't move.
Yep. But typically you do have to take the dash out or dash down to get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's definitely out of my pay grade.
Well, and here's the thing is some of those things are really easy. Like Nick says, you can pull the dash and are really easy to get to. Some of them, the whole dash has got to come out of there to get back in the back of there to get those. So, but I understand above your pay grade, but we would love to. I tell you what I'll do, John, just to help out for calling in the show. You get the price package that we haven't even talked about yet, but that's okay. I'm going to throw a diagnostic onto your package also, where we'll diagnose that truck at no charge and give you an estimate on what it will take to, which actuator mode or 2, or maybe all 3, but I doubt it's all 3, or which one of those electric motors that we need to replace. Now, next question I got is that can you control the temperature of that air? Will the hot and cold and all that work okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can control the temperature on it, and when I do turn it on to blow temperature, blow air, I don't think it blows as strong as it did. So that's why I was wondering if because I can't control the direction of where the air is going to go, if something might be part open or closed, and therefore I can't get the full amount of air properly being blown. Like if I have it on defrost, of course it goes out the front vents onto your face. And if I do feet, then of course it blows on your face too. So
Yep.
If I can get whatever's fixed where I can go defrost, feet and face, then I'm thinking I would also have a stronger airflow as well.
Probably so. Yeah, because that one motor might be blocking the airflow one way or the other too.
Could be like stuck in a position where it's like not fully open,
Yep, exactly. Well, anyway, John, let's get this diagnostic audit out on your package, and we'll get you scheduled in here and see what's going on.
I definitely appreciate what you guys do. I listen to you guys, and you definitely serve the community. I know that there's probably a lot of people out there that work really hard, and that I know that whenever you guys provide the service, it probably really helps out with that. So I personally appreciate it.
No, you're very welcome. This show started out. I started this show back in 2004 on the radio over in Hutchinson on the AM side of the radio is where it started. And so yes, it's a lot of fun getting on here and helping people and getting their cars diagnosed correctly and getting the right information in their hands, because there's a lot of stuff you can Google, a lot of things you can do, and a lot of stuff you can get some bad information. So it's always fun to get the right information in people's hands and fix these cars.
Yes, sir. Well, I definitely appreciate it.
Thanks for the call, buddy. Have a great Saturday, and we'll get you taken care of, buddy. Okay.
Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Anyway, 316-462-3673 if you want to dial in and talk about something in your car, tires, brakes, batteries, whatever, or Salt City Racing. Jason Cox, good morning. All the way from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, wow. How about that? Jeff Daniel, good morning, Jeff. And Rick, did you get any sleep last night? Rick and his son were at the racetrack all night, I think, with us. So a lot of fun. So anyway, Nick, let's recap Salt City. We had our night one of the IMCA classes, had a little drama there too.
A little drama
in IMCA. We'll get to that here in a minute. We had the URSS first point show of the year. We're going to go into night two tonight with the second point show. Had a lot of fun with that. Kelby Spedders was leading that race.
Yeah.
Got messed up on a lap car and then
full send Hail Mary to get the lead back again in lap traffic and ended up popping the U tire. So,
well, I commend Kelby. He's a young driver. I think he's 15.
Yeah, doesn't have a lot of laps in a full size sprint car.
He led that race for 12 laps, I think, somewhere in there, 12 to 15 laps. He led it.
Yeah,
so it was really a great race from that part. But yeah, let's get to recap and everything else and from that part. But IMCA classes, you're going to pull that up, Nick. We kind of run through the top 5 of each one of those classes, how they finished and what they did. Delbert Art, good morning. From that part, Don Hamilton's watching, Tim Daniels watching, and Joe Petty. On my way back from New York. I'll see you tonight. All right. Fantastic. For the Silver Crown race, we've got the 100 lapper coming up tonight at the Salt City at Fairgrounds.
Hopefully you're closer to Kansas than you are New York.
Me too.
If you're driving.
I bet he's flying is what I'm going to bet you.
Let's see here. Results
last night.
IMCA stock car.
And I'm going to tell you, the stock cars, they put on a great show. What I loved about that racetrack last night, Nick, it was a 2-lane racetrack. And the top groove was a faster groove.
I think at times it was more than a 2-lane racetrack. I saw a little bit of 3-wide, which we don't see much over there. But yeah, before that stock car feature started, after they hot lapped the Crown cars, I was rolling around there in the pace truck and looking at it. And, I could kind of tell, that there was just a little few spots of rubber starting to lay down on the racetrack in that top groove. And, it wasn't a lot, but you could kind of see the spots where it was at. And you know, a couple of those guys, I know Randy Wilson ran it for a while, and Colton Kelly, who ended up second, ran it for a while, and then Chris Pitts there at the end. You know, they were, you know, if you could get up there and get in the corner good enough, I mean, you could find that little bit of rubber, and it would just kind of like slingshot you around the top. And you know, if you could, you know, keep the thing pointed straight and get off the corner where it was dry, I mean, you could pass cars. And it was a great show. It really was a great show. But Jace Reimer won that deal from the front row.
Congratulations, Jace.
Yep.
Great driver, great family.
And Colton Kelly, another youngster. Man, he's getting better every time we watch him race. He ended up getting the second. Chris Pitts ended up third right there at the end when he found that top, and Scott Miller ran fourth, and Randy Wilson rounded out the top 5.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris Pitts, and you know, he didn't get to that high line for about 4 to go or 5 to go, something like that. And his dad even said too, if he could have got there just a few more laps, who knows what would have happened. So, but that high line was fun to go. Nick, let's real quick before we keep going, we'll talk about some more of the stock cars. We got another caller on the phone, so let's get. I believe it's Nathan. I got to grab the right phone, so I know what I'm doing here. Okay. Send Nathan. We'll get Nathan on the line, see what's on Nathan's mind, if he's got something in his car, or whether we're going to talk about something else about Salt City. We'll see here in just a few seconds. I shouldn't say not minutes, but seconds. And let's see. So we'll get him patched in on the phone here, and let's see what's going on with Nathan. But yeah, the stock cars, they always put on a great show over there at the fairgrounds. And here comes Nathan here real quick. Morning, Nathan. You're live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Good morning. 2022 Subaru Outback, 39,000 miles. My question is can the safety apparatus be changed through a computer so that they're not so sensitive to the right, left, center lanes, or the computer system,
the actual sensitivity of it?
Yes. Can you adjust those, or are they fixed?
I'm going to tell you that on a Subaru, I don't know, but I can find that information out for you. But for example, on our Fords, you can go in there and you can set those to be, you know, aid to give you a little help, or you can do just alert, or you can do both. And from that part, but I don't know, because I've not been in enough Subarus to know that, but I can sure dig in that information, Nathan, and figure it out for you. But I would bet you money that's the same way, that there's got to be a sensitivity adjustment or something of that part from that part. But I don't know. Again, Subaru, their claim to fame is how safe their cars are and stuff too, which, you know, everybody's got safe cars today, how you have to meet these 4 and 5 stars and everything else too. But I know that's Subaru's outstanding claim to fame, and I get that. I understand their motive and all their stuff they're trying to do, and of course their cars are all-wheel drive all the time, which I love that part about their cars too. But I need to find that information out, because I can't tell you the truth. If you're asking about a Ford, I can tell you I know that we can go in there and adjust those to those 2 different settings to make the or 3,
or turn it completely off.
Yeah, but I don't know. With Subaru claim to fame and their safety and stuff, they might not let you do that. So I don't know. We'll have to.
Okay.
I'll have to do some digging into that and see if I can figure that out. Here's what I'm going to do real quick. I noticed Mike Sheridan just posted a comment. Mike is our shop foreman at Quick Lane. Mike, I don't know if you're listening here too. If you could get on the shop manuals and see, it's a 22 Subaru. What again?
Outback.
And Mike, can you maybe dive into that real quick and report back to us? And then Nathan can still listen on the show if we can adjust the sensitivity of the lane centering, is that's what you're after, right, Nathan?
That's it. And then there's a little, when I look right, I look left, I look back left. When I'm at a stop sign, it'll often tell me to keep my eyes on the road.
Okay.
And that just drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do it all the time. And I understand the safety feature completely, but
yeah. So like our
when I'm
Fords,
at a stop sign,
yeah, at a stop sign, that doesn't make sense to me either. But like our Fords, and I'm sure the Subaru's the same way, if you can believe this or not, they actually have cameras that are watching your eyes to kind of tell what you're doing with that vehicle.
I understand that.
But if you're setting a stop sign, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. So I don't know if there's adjustment or maybe even an update or something that we can put in that car to change that. I don't know. But Mike, I hope you're listening enough, Mike, that you can dive into that a little bit and give us some more information. Nathan, if Mike doesn't give that back, Monday, I'll get Josh Profit, our service director. We can dive into some of that and try to figure out what's happening there for that part. But again, if we were talking about a Ford, I can promise you, there is a adjustment to change that sensitivity, but setting at a stoplight, the Fords don't do that. So if it's doing that, I'm thinking you do have some kind of a error somewhere.
But it doesn't do it all the time. It's just
Yeah.
when I'm going down the road and I look at a wheat field, it tells me, and I just would like it to not be as sensitive. Yeah, you're right.
I get it. And I'm with you too. The Fords drive me crazy too. And, because I drive so many different cars and stuff all the time, and I get in the things, and it drives me. It's like this morning, we were driving down the road. I went and picked Nick up and brought him into the store, and we were driving a 2026 F-150 Lariat, and it's got the Blue Cruise on it, and it's a hybrid. And just me and Nick sitting there talking in the show, and it's coming down Kellogg. We're on Blue Cruise. It's working. And probably 3 times, because Nick and I are talking about what happened last night at Salt City and stuff, it told me, hey, eyes back up on the road. And I just think it's too sensitive, but I get the manufacturer's got a liability behind it, but I think it's too sensitive myself. Just telling you, I think it is too. So let me try to get some more information for you, Nathan, okay?
Yes.
And
how did the racetrack go Friday and Saturday night?
Well, this Friday we had
out of the area.
Yeah, we had a great racetrack last night.
Probably one of the best ones ever.
Yeah, the racetrack. Kyler Fetters came over Tuesday, started working on the racetrack, and then his crew showed up yesterday. And I'm telling you, the racers, several of them come off the racetrack and said that's the best racetrack they've ever raced on at Hutchinson Fairgrounds. Just how great it was. 2-lane racing. Nick even thought sometime 3-lane racing and stuff, but no tires burn up last night. I looked at all the tires they came across the scales, and I mean, most of the tires looked like they could run another feature again too. So that's exciting too, to keep the racers not having to buy a bunch of tires. And that was always my frustrating thing when I raced over the years ago, to how many tires I'd go through. But not last night.
Congratulations on the whole program you put together in Hutch.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it very much. So anyway, Nathan, we'll try to get you some more information, get that frustration with that car with you. I get it.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a great day, buddy.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Okay, so Sheridan, I hope you're listening enough still. You can dive in and give us some more information. If not, I'll get with Josh on Monday. We help Nathan out. Okay, Sheridan brought up a good point. Tried watching on Flow last night. It ain't the same. See y'all tonight. Yeah, exactly. Of course, last night, Flow did spots. They didn't do the whole thing because it was just practice last night for the Silver Crown car. Nick, when those things get out there, I mean, I think the 305 sound bad. But those things, when they get out there, man, them things are crazy good. I mean, no earplugs for me. I just got to hear that noise and that it's in my ears and stuff as those things kick off. So you got to get out there tonight. Mike's right. Get out there in person to come see these cars at the fairgrounds. You can watch it on Flow, but it's not the same at all.
But yeah, Flow just did some look-ins last night and just kind of to get their equipment tuned up for tonight. But
okay, so back to the stock cars. We got the top 5 out of there, and had a great fun with those guys. They always put on a great show over there, and just some good hard racing between the stock cars. Okay, sport mods.
Sport mod winner was Trevin Fry.
Where's Trevin from?
Belleville.
Wow, all the way from Belleville, Kansas. Of course, we had Chad Dolan there too.
Chad Dolan from Nebraska.
So Chad, thank you for making the drive down and stuff. Excited for you to see you. Talked to me at Colby when we were out there last weekend. Told me you're coming. I was excited to see your hot rod on our racetrack, buddy.
Yep. And Dalton Chambers ran 2nd. Cody Williams ran 3rd. Then Dylan Bell and Chad Dolan round out top 5.
Top 5.
Yep. So
Chad had some bad luck in the heat race. I can't remember what he said, if he had a ignition issues or something like that. And I remember going through after the heat races, and I seen them back there thrashing on his car. So he had to start dead last, I think, in the feature.
Yeah, he was the hard charger. I think he picked up 7 spots. So
yeah. All right. So there's a sport mods again. Some great racing in there stuff too. Modifieds. All
right. Braden Stoner was the winner
by kind of default, but that's okay. He still is what it is. We had a car that was too light. And last time I checked, you got to have the right weight, right, Nick?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
William Nusser ran 2nd, and he gained 7 spots, so he was the hard charger. Randy Wilson ran 3rd, so Randy ran 2 classes and got in the top 5 of both of them.
Good for Randy.
Kelsey Black and Kale Lagroon rounded off the top 10.
And how
Now,
many
we had-
spots did Kale pick up?
Kale picked up 5 spots,
5 spots.
and I think he started 10th. So
Yeah.
we had 18 A mods last night. I don't know that we've ever had that many A mods at Salt City.
Great crew of cars. Had some good hard racing in that class too.
Yep.
And I will tell you, Nick, last night was the first time I really kind of missed the old modified.
No,
You know,
I didn't.
you didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I've just the new rules they put out there are taking away the brake floater and then doing
Yeah.
the droop rule and the modifieds. That levels that playing field so much, and that's one thing
does.
that we.
It does. It
We-
would have been fun to have something to race.
So well, Jake did get out there and actually hot lap Jack Jim Graves' car for
Yeah.
trying to help Jim out a little bit. Love Jim, and Jim came over and helped us out at Colby, and we
Yeah.
kind of helped him too. So Jake spent, I think you spent some time with us yesterday and helped.
Yeah, I
Jim.
did. I watched Jake hot lap that car, and I was like, that's not going to work. So I jumped on the pit bike and followed him out the gate, and we went over there, and we had the front end and the back end taken apart, and we made it a lot better for Jim, but we probably still got a little bit of work to do on it.
So anyway, thanks to all the IMCA cars that showed up. Appreciate everybody coming there and everything else. We're going to have a next race in 2 weeks.
Yep.
So
On the 22nd.
all right, let's move over to the URSS Sprint cars. Those guys ticked off their points season last night. Of course, this was their second race. The first race was not a points show. They were just trying to get their feet wet, get their how to run it because they've got the new ownership of the URSS cars, and 24 cars showed up.
24.
24. Great
Yep,
turnout for those
started them
guys.
all
too.
in the feature.
So anyway,
Ty Williams was the winner. Taylor Velasquez, he ran second. Tyler Knight ran third. Jeremy Campbell ran fourth. And Connor Thomas ran fifth from 14th. So he was the hard charger, and a heck of a run for Connor Thomas.
Yeah. So anyway, tonight we have another feature runs of the URSS 305
they'll
sprint
run
cars.
another complete show. Heat qualifying, heat races, and feature.
And then we're going to have the Silver Crown 100. So they'll be
Salt
going
City
up
100.
qualifying.
They'll qualify and then have a 100-lap race.
So gates open at 5. We should be doing some hot laps around
6:30.
6:30.
Yep.
And opening ceremonies at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Jump on Salt City Racing and buy your tickets, or you can buy them at the gate, whatever makes you happy, makes it easy for you. I know if I was me, I would jump online and buy them online, so I knew how to get my ticket spot so I could just walk right through the gate and not have to wait to get in.
Mike has an update on the Subaru.
All right. Nathan, I hope you're listening, buddy.
Just a quick research. I would question if the windshield was replaced on the Subaru and maybe the ADAS calibration may have passed, but is too sensitive. The cameras may be a tad nearsighted, causing the car to bounce back and forth between the lanes.
So let's go to that. Let's switch off of Salt City for a minute and go back to what ADAS is. Now today, we have all these cameras
Everywhere.
all around our cars.
Cameras everywhere.
And this ADAS is what has to align those cameras. I mean, so basically what I'm saying is if you have a camera that is a millimeter off at the car, by the time it shoots out to where it's going out, by the time it gets out to 20 or 30 feet, it's probably off.
It's feet off.
Yeah.
It's off a lot.
It's probably, 2 or 3 feet off in the wrong direction. So it doesn't know how to calibrate that or put it back into perspective. But Mike, I wasn't even thinking of that either so I'm glad you say that. We probably need to find out. And the next thing is, that car could have took a little bump with the bumper, knocked one of the cameras off, or, from that part too. But yeah, I think maybe Mike, you are into something. Why he's sitting there at a stoplight, that it's actually telling him to look. That also could be the sensitivity. But I'd still wonder, Mike, too, if you could look it up and see if there's a setting to change the setting of the sensitivity of that lane centering for Nathan. But again, I do believe you're onto something with that ADAS. And I will tell you today, everybody, when you go replace your windshields and stuff, you got to make sure the company that's putting your windshield in has a good quality ADAS system to align those cameras back up. Because again, just a little bit off, and those cameras pointing, by the time it points out to 20 or 30 feet where it needs to monitor the car and monitor the lanes, it's off feet, and it's no way it can calibrate and work like it needs to.
The days of just slapping in a new piece of glass are long gone,
It's
aren't
over.
they?
It's over. It's over. Okay, so anyway, tonight, kick off the second night, the URSS 305 sprint cars and the Silver Crown race. Next thing is, Mike, and we've got Jerry Stone. is there as our grand marshal. He's living in Oklahoma now, but he was the 1976 winner of the Hutchinson Grand Nationals, and we have his car there.
do.
Perry Tripp from St. Louis brought his car and got it on display.
Yep.
And tonight we're going to fire that thing up and take a couple laps around and watch Jerry go. I don't think Jerry's going to put the hammer down or anything else like that, but get a couple laps running around. We're going to see if any of the other antique cars we have on display can go around the track.
Yep.
Might be kind of fun to see those old cars. And I tell you, it was fun for me. I didn't have enough time to do that, Nick, but to walk by there and just see the different, what we should have done, and maybe they did this, I don't know, is put them on the display oldest to newest.
That would be cool.
So you can see the how they evolved and how they changed and all that kind of stuff. And I tell you, looking at Jerry's 76 car, man, the safety wasn't there compared to what it is today, is it?
No, it was way different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was it was crazy. Those tires too,
I know, man.
the different tread patterns and different stuff. Of course, the tires are hard as a rock because how old they are and stuff too. I get that part, but just the technology in tires. And he was talking there about how the car's got Firestones on it now, but then how Hoosier came into play. And on the front tires, Hoosier had a 4-ply and Firestone had a 2-ply. And Newton, who was the head,
Bob Newton, a Hoosier,
who actually
founder.
founded Hoosier and started making tires, he came up to him. He said he asked me about these why he had so much stagger in that tire. And he said, Bob, he said, I got to have much stagger to make this dang thing turn. He said, and that's what evolved and went back, and Hoosier went into making a 2-ply tire for him.
Yep.
And that's what changed the whole game of winning and stuff too. So, but it's interesting to sit down and talk to Jerry and listen to his stories and listen to the stuff about that car and about
Definitely.
racing back then. But he raced a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of stuff.
All over the country too.
Yeah. So
So
stay tuned for tonight. You guys got to get to the grandstands, get your seats, get ready to go. That 100 lapper is going to be fun. These cars these Silver Crown cars just could put off a different noise and a different speed. But Nick, what I love about those cars more than anything, I mean, they are sideways at the flag stand, and that's how they set them up. So got some great talented drivers there. Of course, we got a defending champion coming back, Briggs Danner. Justin Grant's there. Can't remember who's all else there, but you can watch the cars that come flying through there pretty good.
Yeah.
Justin Grant was on fire last night.
Justin Grant was really fast, and Briggs Danner was really, really fast. So I think there may be a chance of a repeat, but Justin's going to be good too. And then there's a couple other ones, Leary and Mario Closer. There's some good cars there. It's going to be a great race.
Yep. It's going to be it's one of our best races of the year. You need to get out there and have some fun.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. Anyway, Braden Stoner, thanks for an awesome racetrack last night. Hardest racing I've ever had there. Yeah, Braden, thanks for coming and racing with us. Rob called me early in the week and talking about the different things and stuff about their cars and what they could do and not do. And so they came over and raced with the A-Mods last night. And
It's like, Brayden, is that car on a 2-link?
I think it is.
I think it is.
I think it is too. Braden, if you could tell us that, we're kind of curious if it is or not. On a 2-link or a 4-link, what you had underneath that car, but I believe it is a 2-link car. I could be wrong, but we're going to find out. Hopefully Braden's listening. We'll still listen and still watching to find that out too, from that part. So, okay, so we went through the winners and top 5 of each classes. Talked about what's happening tonight. Don't want to miss it. Gates open at 5. Hot laps around 6:15 or so. Qualifying kickoff after that. Of course, opening ceremony is around 7 o'clock. And we're going to get, at least we know we're going to get Jerry Stone out there.
Yes, and a 2-barrel.
Okay, 2-link and a 2-barrel.
You're on to something, man. You're on to something.
Well, I'm going to tell you, talking to Buddy Mullins about different things and stuff and from that part, it's always not the big-ass horsepower.
No, it's not.
To me, in dirt track racing, it's how you get in and how you get around the corner and how you get off the corner. And that's it. Now, granted, at Hutch, you got some long straightaways for needing some more power, probably. But Braden Stone proved off you don't need it with a 2-barrel and that too.
I mean, truthfully, if I was going to build a modified just to run Hutch, I'd probably put it on a 2-link.
Yeah. And I guess Mike Petersilly won the race, but he was light, but he was on a 2-link too.
Yeah.
So he was, of course, we were interviewing him and stuff. And I always take the drivers a bottle of water. So I went over there and he's got his whole crew there and stuff. And so they're still interviewing him. And I wanted to hand him a water because I know what that's like to be in a car and be hot and
Mhm.
need something to drink and stuff. I kept trying to get it just kind of step in there, but I was just letting Jordan do the interviews. And I bent down there and I just bent down to look at the tires. That's all I wanted to do because I wanted to make sure how his tires wore and everything else last night. And his crew said, "Hey, Phil, did you like that 2-link?" I said, "No, I didn't even look at that." I said, "I was looking at the tires." I
Yeah.
looked back underneath there and I went, "Whoa, it is a 2-link."
Yeah. It
Uh,
makes a lot of sense why that would be really good there because that racetrack's so big. And if you can just slow everything down and,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, all different ways to skin the cat to try to get around that big old racetrack over there
Yep.
too. So I know the guy stayed up late last night. Was working on the track to get another great surface, and I can't wait to see what kind of cushion we're going to stick on that thing tonight.
It's going to be badass. I can't wait.
So anyway, everybody, you need to get over to Hutch. Today's the
Yep.
day. It's a fun time. It's a great time. There's weather's going to be beautiful from that part. Charlie and Carrie got the concession stands rolling really well and stuff like that too.
Yep. They got
And then
the duck truck out there.
it's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there. I taped up the windshield on. You know why that might be, Nick?
No idea.
Yeah, well, last year they put that truck right there, and it kind of got blasted by those cars with the dirt come flying around there. So, I guess I'd understand why I put some little cardboard over my windshield too to protect that thing. So,
Yeah.
But Charlie and Carrie and the gang always do a great job of taking care of the concessions and stuff too. So, come out tonight, Salt City. Let's have some fun. Let's fill these grandstands up, but come watch that 100-lap race. And here's the next thing. When the first year we ran that 100-lap race, I was always worried how long it was going to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we had some people standing on the inside of the on the stage, and they said, we're probably going to go ahead and go back over so we can actually sit down. And I think everybody got this thing in their idea. It's going to be a 2-hour race.
No.
It's about a 45-minute race is
40,
usually
45 to 50 minutes if they have a couple yellows
to run that 100-lapper. You don't think about it, but they're running those last night. Hey, pull that up, the lap times. I don't know who that was that ran the fastest lap time last night, but they were under 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But when you figure 20 seconds a lap at 100, it's they can go green the whole way, which we have yet to. I think the shortest one we've had is 2 cautions, I think, on the first year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that one caution was kind of tough. That's where it was CJ Leary that went flipping around.
Yeah. They're like high 22s.
Yeah, I thought there was because the sprint cars.
And the second round, when the racetrack was a little more juiced up, Grant went 21-4.
Okay. So,
but that's hauling around that place, though. Really,
it is. So, anyway, I got nothing else, Nick. Do you? I need to get everything geared up here at the stores. I need to head over to Wichita, back into Hutch. Get everybody ready to go. I know all those racers are still sitting there waiting to go, and we didn't have all the Silver Crown cars there last night.
No, we've got.
I don't think Danny Jennings showed up last night. He was going to try to get there, but he did not show.
Danny wasn't there. Terry Klatt's car wasn't there. Terry actually just tried to call me.
Okay.
And Kyle Steffens was there, but he kind of rolled in.
He rolled in late.
And so yeah.
Anyway, everybody, this is the place to be. Salt City Racing in the Kansas State Fairgrounds. Let's go fill those grandstands up. Let's go have some fun. Let's keep this racetrack living and alive. That's the whole motive, what Nick and I have been trying to do to keep that racetrack alive over there in Hutch and not let the fair board tear this thing out and make it go away. So let's keep that fairgrounds racetrack alive. Let's get the people in the stands. Let's go have some fun. Let's show the fair board that they need to keep this racetrack where it needs to be and not try to come up with some stupid idea to try to tear it back out again. Let's don't give them that excuse or any way to feasibly fathom go after and try and tear that racetrack out. So, Nick, we got a lot to do, but it's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Running on about 3 hours of sleep. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I'll sleep tomorrow. How about that?
Racing life, I guess, right?
That is right. So, everybody have a great Saturday, and we'll see you in Hutchinson tonight. Everybody have a great Saturday.